Hey guys, 7 WWE Rocks here, and I will be doing the Lucha Underground review for today, which is, of course, July 19th, 2017, where the second round of the Cueto Cup continues, where whoever wins will get a shot at whoever wins Johnny Mundo versus Rey Mysterio for the Lucha Underground Championship. And the winner of this tournament, the Cueto Cup, will receive that shot at Ultima Lucha Tres. So it's a big freaking deal, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't looking forward to this week's episode of Lucha Underground just because I was looking forward to the review. I really enjoy doing this and talking wrestling, Lucha Underground wrestling, and, reviewing it, see the comments and such. But this tournament and Lucha Underground itself has kind of been, I don't want to say like going downhill or anything like that, but it's just not as fun. It's not as like fresh and exciting, and there's not a big buzz around it really anymore. The first season was amazing and brilliant. I think we all like agreed on that. Second season was great. Some will say even better, but I always think the first season is probably the best. And then the third one, of course. And tournaments like this on pre-tape shows, it reminded me of when TNA did that big tournament where they had like I think it was like teams and then 4 individual guys, and then they battled it out at the end or something. But they taped all these matches for like months in advance, so they would just play those, and it just got so old because it obviously means something, but it just got so repetitive and it just wasn't that exciting. I'd rather see big storylines than just seeing who advances, because really all we care about is like the final 4. Usually those are the matches that get really, really exciting. So I wasn't really looking forward to this, and this isn't the greatest episode of Lucha Underground, but I'm here to review it, and I hope you guys enjoy as you're listening. And thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. So let's get right into it. We kicked it off with Prince Puma on a rooftop. Literally in my notes, I have Prince Puma on a rooftop thinking about things. He starts seeing these like visions of like flashbacks and stuff of like his career. And Vampiro shows up on the roof and basically says, the visions and such, the hallucinations, they're going to haunt you unless you win, Lucha Underground Gold. And Prince Puma says, what happens if I lose? And Vampiro, says, then it's going to consume you and it's going to eat you up, and that's it. You're going to be nothing but a mask. He didn't say that part, but he basically said you're going to be nothing, and it's going to consume you. So Prince Puma is still looking on the roof. Vampiro walks away, and we see the Worldwide Underground, Taya, Johnny Mundo, all those guys walking to the arena, I guess. And Prince Puma sees PJ Black, who he's facing tonight, and PJ Black's the only one that notices Prince Puma. That's a huge coincidence that the person he's facing is the one that notices him. But PJ Black just flicks him off, and that's pretty much it. So we lead into the first match. The Cage, the freaking machine, versus Pindar, who's in Cobra Moon's group, with like, Drago and the big reptile guy. But Pindar is like the one with the reptile mask, but he's not the huge tall one. He's just the other guy. I guess that's the best way to explain it. This match was really pointless. Basically, this is literally the match. The bell rings. Cage won't take off that like Thanos glove thing he has that like gives him all these powers. He won't take it off. The ref gets pissed and says, take it off, and Cage clotheslines him. Then he tries to set up Pindar for his, suplex screwdriver, pile driver maneuver, and the ref, comes about, and after getting clothesline, he tells the ring bell person to ring the bell, and the match is over. And so basically Brian Cage picks the ref up, does the suplex screwdriver, pile driver, like basically kills the ref. And that was it. Pindar walks away all happy with Cobra Moon. Brian Cage just walks away after killing the ref. I get that. Pindar, I believe they announced, will be facing Phoenix next. So that keeps their storylines going. But if you're going to have Cage lose, just have him go like just bananas. Just start killing everyone. Like, I'm talking suplex screwdrivers to Pindar, to the ref, to Cobra Moon even, because it just felt like, why would he screwdriver the ref? I mean, he's like consumed by this glove. He would be killing anyone in his sight. So I was disappointed with that. Literally, it was like a minute. Like I was really surprised because Lucha Underground doesn't do that, like really quick squash match. Not even squash matches, because he got himself disqualified, but Pindar moves on. I was really disappointed. I thought that was a really bad way to start the show. Next, we got Dante Fox versus Son of Havoc, and as Son of Havoc is making his entranceway down the stairs, Son of Madness, that guy from their same biker gang that looks just like him, that Son of Havoc beat in the first rounds, he comes up behind Son of Havoc when he's making the entrance. He attacks him with a chain. He chokes him. They fight on the bleachers for a really long time, and Rick Knox is just making sure Dante Fox doesn't join the fight. That's literally all he's doing. He's not trying to stop Son of Madness, to break up the fight or whatever. No, the ref just, Rick Knox, I love Rick Knox, but he just lets them fight on the bleachers for a long time while Dante Fox is just basically playing with his thumbs, just waiting for a match to start. And so basically Son of Havoc tries to get the advantage. He jumps on one of the stairs, tries to do a crossbody, and Son of Madness, the bad version, punches him right in the face with the chain and is wrapped around his hand, so knocks him out basically. He leaves. Dario Cueto says, I'm sorry you got attacked, but you have to forfeit the match or, fight, have a fight Dante Fox. And so, of course, Son of Havoc chooses to fight. And basically, it's Dante Fox kicking the crap out of him. He does a senton over the top ring post to the outside on Son of Havoc. He puts him up on the ring apron, does a leg drop on him from the top rope. Basically, he's beating the crap out of him. Finally, on the outside, he goes for like a wheelbarrow. I believe that's the wrestling way, like a wheelbarrow thing when he wraps his legs around Havoc's waist. And Havoc was able to reverse that, slams him into the guardrails, and he had the advantage for a little while. Kind of went back and forth from there. They exchanged, holds and stuff on the apron. Each was trying to land a huge move on the ring apron to really, end your opponent, I guess. And Son of Havoc was able to do like an attitude adjustment off the ring apron to the outside. And it looked like he was going to win there. It looked like he was going to roll him in. He hit his high-flying moves, but it wasn't enough. So he goes up to the top rope, tries for his beautiful shooting star press, misses that. Dante Fox locks in the Fox catcher, I believe is what it is. It's like he wraps him up, but like does a suplex pile driver thing. And that's how he won it. So Dante Fox moves on. Son of Havoc, he'll continue his thing with Son of Madness, which I get. So I thought, this was an okay match. I think storyline-wise, everybody went in the right direction. And we'll move on to the main event. But before we get into the main event, Johnny Mundo is backstage with his friends, the Worldwide Underground. PJ Black is, getting ready for his match, and he's like, Johnny, why'd you call me? I have a match in a few minutes. I can't deal with this right now. And Johnny Mundo introduces Benjamin Cook, this random, guy, middle-aged dude that's, is going to represent them now. He calls Johnny Mundo Johnny Monday on accident, but it wasn't on accident. Storyline-wise, he was supposed to do it, but it was an accident. And he just looks really weird and sleazy, I guess. Not Joey Ryan sleazy, but just to represent them, I guess. But Johnny Mundo and them are heel faction, so I guess he is. And PJ Black just basically walks off after all this nonsense. But main event, PJ Black versus Prince Puma. This was a fun match. It was really good. I'm going to rate it 3.5 stars because I rate the main events of shows and pay-per-view matches. I'm going to rate it 3.5 out of 5. It was good. I didn't get as into it as I thought I was going to, but it was a fun match. It was really good. Towards the end was when things really picked up. So it was basically back and forth. The opening, they were doing, the Hurricane Ranas, but each person was rolling out of the way, missing, moves and such, missing strikes and stuff, just dodging everything left and right, just trying to feel each other out. Puma was able to do a little slight size advantage, so he was able to do more power moves. PJ Black was more submission based. He did a really nice reverse suplex into a dragon sleeper that looked really, really cool. Towards the end of the match, they do this kick exchange, this sequence that was really, really nice. It was just kind of no-selling, but in a fun, in a smart way, I guess. Just going kick after kick, heel kick, super kick, and one after the other, enziguris, all this stuff, bicycle kicks. They were just, each time one took a kick to the face, they were dishing out their next kick. So that was really cool. I like stuff like that. And towards the end, dang, what was I going to say? How did the finish go? I knew I was going to forget it because I always try to remember what happened earlier on the show. So later on the show, I kind of screw up. But later on, freaking Puma, I'm trying to think. I remember the exact finish, but I remember he did something really cool. Oh, here we go. I got it. All right. So sorry about that. I apologize. But PJ Black's on the top rope with his back turned to the ring, so his face obviously turned to the crowd. Puma jumps up to the top rope. There's like a springboard reverse Hurricane Rana, like from the top rope. That looked amazing. But he gets the 2 count. So they go up again, both standing on the very top rope on the turnbuckle, and Ricochet, Prince Puma. Oh, I didn't say that, guys. I didn't say that. They're not the same person. I don't know why I said that. Puma does just a regular, not a regular because it was off the top rope and it was insane, but a regular Hurricane Rana, and again gets 2 count. So then he does like Balor's drop kick to the corner, and PJ Black went like 3/4 across the ring into the turnbuckle, landing on the back of his head, and that's where Puma was able to hit the 630 and got the 1, 2, 3. So nothing like brilliant, but a really fun match and a good main event. But I'm just getting disappointed in these tournament matches, I will say. I like it better when it's just storyline driven and, just really good matches and such. But so PJ Black, after the match is over, he goes into Dario's office. He says, what do you need me for? And Dario's basically saying that Benjamin Cook guy, that sleazy, weird middle-aged man that's representing you now, has called me 17 times since your match saying you deserve another shot. PJ Black is like, the match ended like 5 minutes ago. How could he call you that much? And then as he says that, his phone, Dario Cueto's phone rings again. So he unplugs it. And he says, I can't put you back in the Cueto Cup because you've already lost. But here's what I'm going to do for you. Next week, you're going to verse Rey Mysterio. So that's really good because I was getting sick of the Mundo and Rey Mysterio, like their promo package where like Rey Mysterio's doing the Rocky run in the streets and Mundo's like exercising and training and such. Like with that like Australian narrator, it was really weird, I thought. But they did that like for multiple weeks. So I'm very happy Mysterio's actually going to be wrestling, taking on PJ Black. Doesn't sound amazing, but it's good, if Mysterio's going in a title match, this is like the right way to do it. You verse a guy that's not like amazing, but like, a mid-carder, I guess. So just give him that win. So that was Lucha Underground. Not the best show, like I said. First match, really disappointing just because it was only like 2 seconds and it wasn't even a match. And then second match, Dante Fox versus Son of Havoc was good, but it was just Son of Havoc and Son of Madness' storyline, basically. And then the main event was really good, but like not brilliant. But that's my Lucha Underground review. Thank you for the 2 listeners or viewers, I guess, that have been listening throughout my review. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm enjoying these reviews, but I just really wish it was better. It was like more interesting, and I wish Lucha Underground had that feel to it. So let me know in the comments section. Has it lost its steam? Do you not really care about Lucha Underground anymore? Because that's what I feel like. I feel like it's just kind of slowly fading off the map, and the whole thing with Ricochet and the guys not being able to appear on USA TV for like, months or years even after the show goes off the air. I don't know. If there is a 4th season, I really hope they do better and they start picking things up and not do it as tournament driven, I guess. But thank you so much for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Follow me on Twitter @7WWERocks. I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know any other things you want me to review or like spice up the channel and whatnot, and I'll be happy to. But yeah, sorry, I keep saying I'm just trying to get my train of thought, I guess. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this review. And as always, have a great day or night or whatever time you're listening to this. Thank you so much.